You know what sucks about being a dad? First, let me say this. I got a 14-year-old and a 9-year-old. I love my kids. Like, they're my best friends. Like, every day I look forward to seeing my kids, dude, and just hanging out. The part that sucks about being a dad and what they don't tell you is the hard conversations and the times you have to actually like put your foot down. As a dad, you have to push your kids to do hard things. You know, that's just what it is. That's your job. I've already gone through this with my 14-year-old. For my 14-year-old, it was when he was about 9. It was when he started jujitsu. If you know anything about jujitsu, like, you're going to get pressured, you're going to be uncomfortable, and there's times you're just going to get smashed. It was one of those days for my oldest. You know, he was about 9 at the time, and, you know, he started tearing up, he started crying, because I don't want to see my kids cry. I don't want to see them get hurt. And that happened, and I had to like put my foot down. I had to tell him, like, dude, it sucks. Like, doing hard things sucks sometimes. You just got to roll with the punches, man. Like, that's what life is. You got to man up. Maybe to some of you, it's going to be like, damn, that's harsh. You got to put in the work. It's going to suck sometimes. And he did, he did. Has that mentality of like, I'm going to give it everything I got. He doesn't have quit in him. And, as a dad, that makes me just so proud, dude. The reason I bring this up is because I'm going through it with my youngest now. And it's funny because he's 9. So again, I got my youngest in wrestling. He's wrestling with kids who have been wrestling since they were born. He's wrestling with kids that are just a bit bigger. So he's just getting tossed around. And, my youngest isn't a small kid, but, he's 9. And I forget that sometimes. My son shot and the kid sprawled on him really hard. And my son just smashed his face on the mat. He comes over and he's like, I don't want to do this no more. And, I had to do the same thing. I had to put my foot down and I had to just look at him and tell him, like, dude, it's hard. It's going to suck, but we got to do this. I had to push him to go do it again, which he did. It's funny because after that, he honestly was locked in. He was locked in and he finished class strong. Like, at the end, it did some live rolls and he was actually doing really good. It was awesome. You have to put your foot down, even if it sucks. If you guys know me and my kids, dude, like, we're goofballs. Like, again, they're my best friends, man. Like, I never want to make them feel bad. I never want to hurt their feelings. And it just sucks because, there comes a time, no matter what, like, you have to teach your boys how to be men. You got to teach them how to do hard things. Your kids come to you and you want to just take care of them. You want to protect them. But we're not always going to be there. It's the part that sucks. And thanks for listening to this rant. If you guys agree, just let me know. If you disagree, leave it in the comments section.